What is up, YouTube? In today's video, we're going to be going against the 4-3 Chargers, using, as always, the Las Vegas Raiders on offense and 4-6 on defense. Now, Chark is a little upset that we didn't get him involved more in this game. We're going to try our best to, well, simply get him involved more. So, anyways, we'll see you guys down on the field. So, here we go. Non-COVID franchise. Everybody's packed into the stadium. Shove as many people as you possibly can into it. And that is how it works. Crap. I hate starting off with the ball. I always like starting with the ball in the second half, especially with the Jaguars. So we're going to go ahead and start off on offense. I'm going to have to give Chark the ball a few more times. Otherwise, he probably won't be coming back next season. Who knows? Who knows? So we're going to be using bunch tight end as always. I am going to be posting a full scheme for this close towards the end of this week, probably beginning of next week. So you guys will be seeing that when it does come out. So dollar. I'm guessing that's Joey Bosa. Yeah. So we're going to go ahead and just run dollar on this guy. We're going to go hurry up. If people like to run dollar on you against big bunch tight end, you run a one trap. If I had a one trap, I'd run it. If I had a one trap, I would run it every single down. Alright guys, I wanted to make it more of an emphasis of defense on this video. You got to see a little bit of the offense, but the rest of this video is going to be focused heavily on defense. Big nickel over G's, we're going to be running corner blitz 3 pretty much exclusively. Now this guy runs I-form pro. I think it was a funky stretch bubble run. You don't see those all too often, but when you do, they're a lot better than the regular stretches. So we're having to learn a lot right here. So I really haven't labbed a lot for these specific formations like this pistol weak. You'll see him come out in a few times. It's I-form pro. The general idea remains the same. You see he clicks on his offensive line. You can run and commit, but run commit doesn't work. So right here, I'm now fully prepared for a run to just shoot a potential dive, maybe a stretch right there. He actually runs. It could have been an outside zone run. It could have been something, but it's just these weird formations when you're facing franchise players or when you're playing online. You really can't be prepared for it. You kind of just got to go into the game and just lab in game. Like right here, more likely a stretch. So I'm just focused on stopping the stretch right here. We get the gap right there, and you can see we get the stop. Now, in this situation, you can't actually go for it. I kind of want him to go for it right here, but you know what? He's going to go ahead. I don't know. Maybe he does go for it, but the mindset of it is anytime they come out in a formation to expect to run. This is something I'm starting to learn with Big Nickel over Gene, kind of why I haven't posted the full scheme yet, is just commit to the run, boys. Okay, if they're going to run the ball, commit to it. As you see right here, he's coming out in this I-form pro. So we're going to go ahead and get back to Big Nickel over G corner blitz 3. I always make sure that I have the blitzing corner on the strong side of the defense. That's how I set up my run defense right here. He just quick snaps me, and he gets the first down. Now, again, as I was talking about earlier, if you're ready for the run, and if you expect the run, don't worry about the pass. And that's a huge mistake you will find me doing many games, is setting up for the pass, because some of these under center formations, like right here, is going to be another stretch, right? I should just be ready for a stretch, not ready for it again. And again, you see he's getting to the outside. Luckily, we're getting some block sheds on the outside. But if they're going to run the ball, a little bit of a tangent, you need to just say screw run defense. Okay, screw it, throw it out the window, get rid of it, and set up for the run. Right here, split close, I haven't seen him run this yet. I don't know what he's going to do, so we're going to set up for pass defense instead. We just got to be aware of some things that he might want to do. He's going to run power O right here. So now we know he's basically just set to run the ball. We pretty much are just going to have to prepare for a run regardless if it's 5 wide or under center heavy set, whether it's goal line or 5 wide. get ready for the run, because that seems like that's all this guy wants to do is run just power runs. Like right here, gun empty niner, okay? Gun empty niner. Prepare for the run, right? I do love people that go 5 wide because it's so easy to get pressure out of big nickel over G against 5 wide, even if you just send 5. It's insanely simple. Right here, we don't get the pressure as I was hoping, and our user was nowhere to be found because we didn't bump the offensive lineman. That's kind of the key point when trying to get pressure out of 5 wide, is you've got to engage with somebody. I know some people would say, well, why don't you run 1-4-6? It's way better, it's easier, it's more consistent. Big reason is because even though it's an empty set, they can still audible down to a single back formation and run like an 0-1 trap or a dive and get some good yards off of it. Like right here, he's in a weak pro. Boys, I have no idea what he's running right there. He runs a simple screen. Again, we've never seen that before, so how do I know what he's going to run? It seems like he's just doing Ask Madden, which honestly is the biggest pain in the you-know-what in the game, is facing somebody that's running Ask Madden, because you don't know what they're going to call. Like right here, he's probably going to go ahead and run another screen. I probably should just be ready for it and just come down to the line and just get ready to shoot the gap. No, again, right here, it clicks on his offensive lineman. It's a run. Let's get ready for a dive right at the middle, right? Let's get ready for a dive. Oh, we get picked up. Interesting motion. That, I don't know if he's labbed that, but that motion actually picked up the user, and normally I have a free shot. You see the hole right there. You saw the hole. We'd have a free shot at the running back to get him in the backfield. So here we go, iPhone Pro. Remember, he's been running this stretch bubble, whatever it is, stretch bubble, smoke screen, I don't even know what it's called. So we are now getting ready for the stretch every single time. I'm trying to set up pass defense because I know I can pull this run defense off with just rushing 2 down linemen and then dropping the defensive ends into vert hooks. I can still shoot the same gap every single time. Right here, he flips the I form, having strong side down the left. I don't flip with him, which can really punish you severely if you're not really prepared for a run game whatsoever. So we're going to go ahead and see right here, again, run stretch, and you can see because we don't get the run defense set up, I don't flip with him. He's easily able to just run the ball. So he's running the ball 7 for 24. That's about 3.3 yards-ish. A carry. Honestly, if you want to take that shorter yards every single down and just drive down the field, so be it. Eventually, somebody's going to get tired and fumble. So here he goes, pistol weak. So last time he ran, this is a tough one. I don't remember what he ran. This is kind of something that I personally struggle with, is trying to remember all these different formations. He might be running a custom for all we know. I don't know. But right here, it's a power run. We're finally able to shoot the gap and get him for a gain of a yard. Again, no big deal. 8 for 28. Not concerned. Not concerned whatsoever. So he goes gun split close. It's got to be 49ers. That's the only playbook that I know that's just regular gun split close. So right here, we're going to get ready for pass defense. He runs this little, there's the post route. I'm like, I don't even know what that's called. PA something. I don't know. It's some play action play where you basically have everybody running to the same side with one post route and a flat route going towards the strong side. It's a really weird play. I don't think it's that good. But split close, I'm honestly excited when he comes out in split close. Reason being is because I feel super confident in shutting down any split close that I'm going to face. Like, don't bring split close on my field confident. Please don't. So, 3rd and 9, he goes back into gun split close. Again, I'm feeling really good. If he wants to go in split close, so be it. The only thing that worries me is this power O, okay? That's the only thing that really concerns me, is because, again, it's just kind of one of those weird formations you don't really face too often, so you don't really have to prepare for it. Actually, I thought it was a screen right there. There's nobody to throw to. He throws it right at the user, and we go to the Baja? No, we don't go to the Baja. So we get the drive right there. That was just a simple HB wheel. Looks like he might have max protector or blocked one of his running backs right there. You can send pressure, but often it's better to just play coverage. So we'll see you guys when we're back on defense. It's kind of changing things up. All right, so we got the stop. We got the score. Again, this is going to be heavily focused on defense. This entire video is basically going to be dedicated towards defense. So he goes back to his pistol weak. I don't even know what it is. I don't know what kind of route combos he could potentially have out of it. Not very good ones right there, taking his check down. He read that super late. He could have hit it a lot sooner and got a lot more yards right there, only taking a yard. We're okay with that. We're fine with that. He goes back into gun split close. Remember, This guy tried running gun split close last time. Did it work out for him? No. Do we have the snuggie for it? Yes, but as I said earlier, I don't really know how to shoot this Power O all too well. We're still having to learn some stuff. Looking back at this game, I think I know how to face off against this a little bit better. But here he goes, I-form pro. Okay, remember, stretch, 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 stretch. That's all he's ever ran. So we're going to get ready for the stretch. Bull send it on the stretch if I can shoot the gap right here. Don't care about these hot routes. We're going to go ahead and shoot for the dive right there. Hit stick in the backfield, laying the lumber. So 4th and 3, he might actually go for this. He's crazy if he's going to go for it right here. And here's what you have to think about on defense too. Defense is now basically playing offense, right? It's 4th and 3. You've got a guaranteed field goal, a guaranteed 3 points if you can get a stop here. So in this sense, I'm thinking, okay, we can't really send pressure because it's such a short down distance. If it goes into gun split close, there's some really good quick just check downs that you can hit, like a tail route, like an out route, like a little flag route, corner route. Really, there's just too many quick throws that you can hit with hitches and all this other stuff. So gun split close, as I was talking about, you can't really blitz in this situation without potentially giving up a touchdown. So we're going to play pretty passive-aggressive right here. I'm just sending 2. Right here, he actually ends up taking the timeout. I think it's a much smarter decision in this situation to not go for it than to go for it and potentially either give your opponent a touchdown or a easy 3, right? I mean, at this point, if you're going to go for it and you don't have really a play for 4th and short or just a short down in general, punt the ball away, play smart, try and lock up on defense. I get why he's going for it right here because my first offensive drive, it was pretty easy to just drive down the field. And so he goes ahead and punts the ball and basically tries and trusts his defense. So I actually come out in a big nickel over G regular defense right here just in case it was like a fullback dive, a pass, or something like that, just because he took a long time to choose a play, but he actually goes ahead and punts it off. He may have actually audible to a different player right there. He might have tried faking it. But again, we will see you guys back on the defensive side of the ball. This is just really a video focused on defense, 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 as I'm trying to get better of explaining my mindset as we're working through these plays. All right, as promised, guys, we're back on defense. I don't know if I'm going to do it like this, but we'll see. I'm just kind of trying some stuff out. So here we go, stretch, right? No, actually changing it up, and you can see right there, there's nobody open whatsoever. First time he's passed out of the I-form pro, it looks like he's trying to take a deep shot, but the way that he was running it, there wasn't really going to be a cover 3 beater there to begin with. So we are up 10 points. The last drive ended up with us getting a free 3 points right here. He's running Power O. We're doing a lot better as a user to be able to contain that. That's really my biggest focus right now is since I don't know the exact gap shoot out of that split close Power O, we're basically just trying to contain the run. So gun empty niner. This is something I've learned with the Jaguars in particular, this team specifically. It is insanely difficult to run man defense, and you're going to kind of see right here, I don't get the pressure I need, and what happens? We give up a huge dot, and he swerves the crap out of us. He swerves the crap out of us, and I don't know what I was doing there as a user. So right there, I don't even know if that was route tech that just torched the guy, but biggest things with the Jaguars, guys, they don't have speed, and that's something that I continue to forget, is they do not have speed on the defense to really be able to pull off man coverage, especially if you're going to be playing a cover 0 style of defense. So we give up what should have been a no touchdown to begin with, but we give up a really stupid play. Played a little too aggressive for this defense. If you're using the Packers or the Patriots as an example, somebody that has some good defensive backs, you can pull it off, you can get pressure, and you don't really have to be worried about getting burned over the top all too much. So give up a really free point, just basically 3 points, a free touchdown. And so now we got to go ahead and drive on offense. I am going to go ahead and let this play out. This is going to be one of those few offensive drives you get to see in this video, as we're going to be focusing more so defense. But right here, in this situation, third quarter, basically beginning of the third quarter as far as the time goes for this particular setup, you can be pretty methodical about it. Now, this guy is running a cover 1 non-stop all day, every day, and you can see Crosser Cole Sr. getting over the top for an easy dot. He is basically running man defense. That's all he runs this entire game is cover one or cover one hole of some variety. Okay, it's some sort of man coverage all day, every day. And this team is not good. I'm sure you guys probably know that by now. This is probably the worst team in Madden. It's very, very difficult to beat any sort of man coverage, especially if they have good defensive backs. Right there, wow, we got bailed out right there. But you need to chew clock. If you're up points and you just gave up a free touchdown, I'm terrible about this. But chew the clock, guys. Take some time away and try to make his drive the last drive if possible. Right there, Derwin James missing his gap altogether. Just inside zone, inside zone. I don't even know what kind of 3-4 he's in right now. I don't even know what kind of defense he's running right now, if I'm being completely honest. He's just kind of bouncing back and forth. But it looks like it's this overload 3 press. The only reason I think that's because that linebacker continues to just automatically shift down. Maybe it's a good blitz. I don't know. It doesn't seem like it is. You can see right there, there's not really any pressure getting generated. There's no spy. So, of course, what are you going to do? You're going to run out with Minshew, and you're going to get a few yards, or you're going to get 3 yards. So, 3rd and 4. Again, this guy is stinking in this 3-5. I don't know what he's doing. When you move a user down like that, it sometimes can mean they're trying to generate some sort of pressure off the edge. But right here, he drops everybody into coverage. Tight end wide open. Take your checkdowns, boys. Truck him. Ooh, almost trying to fight it into the end zone. In those situations, you are kind of grateful that they did not reach for it because you're trying to waste the clock. But at the same time, when you get down here, it becomes insanely difficult to score. And when I was running Las Vegas Raiders, yeah, the only red zone they really got is stretch, dive, power O, and audible from I-form to goal line. Now, you see me setting up my audibles. You see me set up my personnel. It's nice because if they come out like a goal line set, run I-form, stretch, good to the outside. If they come out like a 3-4 set like this, run fullback dive or power O or fullback dive and just try and get up the middle of the field. Right there, he gets a lucky shed. It looks like nobody even blocked that guy. We get a gain of a half a yard, maybe. So we're going to come on goal line again. I noticed that he come in on that 3-4. So you know what? If he comes on 3-4 like he does again, we're just going to continue to run fullback dive or just something to get the middle. A QB sneak is not the answer. Right there, finally getting in. Simply because they often don't actually even push. There's no push from the offensive line, neither the quarterback and a QB sneak. And so you really can't pull that off. So anyways, we'll see you guys when we are back on defense. All right, so we are back on defense. Okay, so right here, he's running a lot of split close, and he just continues to run this power over. He's going to run the little play-action play where we got 2 flats, a post, and it looks like an out route or something like that. So you got to be careful about that, but I'm perfectly okay with him going into split close. We're up 16 points. I'm feeling super confident in shutting this down, and we're just trying to figure out how I could potentially shoot this power O. Right there, I don't know what kind of play call this is, but Herbert taking him out. That should be a fumble. But, you know, EA Sports, it's in the game. You just kind of got to ride with it. So, iPhone Pro, more than likely, he's going to go ahead and run a stretch. We finally get ready for the run defense. I'm using Adrian Amos. I'm just getting ready for the dive or stretch of some sort. Right there, it was a dive. We shoot the wrong gap, and you see he gets an easy first down. Now, you will notice I often am just going to go ahead and flip it in kind of anticipation of what he likes to do. Like gun doubles, no idea what he's going to run right here. And this is something that's kind of a pain about facing these guys. It could be slants, it could be inside zone, it could be some sort of deep shot he's trying to take over the top. But again, no spy. I'm fine with that. I want to play more coverage than worry about Hebert continue to scramble out. Eventually, he's going to get tired. Eventually, he's going to make a mistake, and he's going to cough up the ball. Like, I really don't care. You can go ahead and run with him every single down. It makes no difference to me whatsoever. So right here, this time it was double slants. This time it was. We're going to go ahead and just watch the playmaker. That's the nastiest playmaker I've ever seen, and he gets the dot. I was not expecting that by any sort of imagination. I don't think anybody would anticipate that, but now we know he's just going to run double slants and playmaker somebody straight up and just streak the tight end. That's how these guys like to play right here. Angle route, that's what he was looking for the entire time. Holy crap, we got lucky. My curl flat, I don't know what he was doing right there, but that's a problem with zone drops this year. For some reason, they like to come back inside even though there's clearly a route for them to guard. So after gun doubles nonsense, he goes back into this gun split close, right? And we're setting up for gun split close. Here we go, screen. This is the first time he's called a screen, but okay, he's bending at the user. Oh dear Lord, no stop and go needed. Just spin back inside. Go hurry up. Fine with that. Again, I'm okay with that. If he wants to take 3 right here, if he wants to run power O and basically just choose his own clock, so be it. Continue to dig your grave. You can't get frustrated in these kind of situations, and you just got to understand that clock management is more important than giving up like a 3-point right here. I don't know who he was. Blind read, but you see right there, he gets a stop. I don't know who he was throwing to right there, but that was definitely not the play call in this close towards the end zone. So the game is now in our full control. You guys see right here, I don't know why I'm trying to pass the ball instead, maybe trying to just stat pad or something. I don't know why. It's best to run the ball, guys. If you're up 16 points, run the ball out. Don't even give him a chance to come back on you. Don't. Just don't. Right here, wide open streak to the tight end. That was a unnecessary catch. The tight end, even though I remember I hit the A button, he went up and tried to aggressive catch that. I don't know why he did that right there. But anyways, we'll see you guys when we get back onto defense. All right, now I know some of you guys are crazy enough to just stay in your regular defense all game long, but when you're up this much, there's no reason, as you see right there, blind read right there. There's no reason to stay in your regular defense. No reason to show your opponent more than what you've already shown them. Try some other stuff up. If you're up basically a blowout like this, try something else out. And this is kind of where I start labbing for my blitz videos, right? This is where I get a lot of labbing done, is with that right here. That's a blind read, but oh my goodness, I thought he almost agged his soul. But this is where I start labbing stuff up, and this is where you guys should start labbing stuff up as well. If you're up a tremendous amount of points and you know you basically had full control of the entire game, try some other stuff out. Just see what works and see what doesn't work. Right there again, I know that slant I can hit it every single time. Going out of bounds, again, just wanted to get some reps in as much as physically possible. And you know what? If we get some extra points out of it, we get some extra points out of it. That's just an added bonus. And it's going to help the development of this team. If we decide to hold on to this team, I don't know if this is going to run another season or not. If we do, this team is going to have some good starters next year with some young players, hopefully, coming up. We've got a few first-round picks, but just dotting them up and down the field. Honestly, I need to get out of this PA boot over. Unfortunately, now, of course, it's meta. After I've been running it before it even became meta, of course, it's now meta, and now everybody's going to know how to defend it, so we got to lab some different route combinations up. This is one of them I was wanting to try out, is just motioning to go with that crosser. That crosser beats cover 3 and cover 4 on the sideline really easily because the curl flats just don't get out there fast enough to be able to defend it. Even if it is a defensive back, whether it's a corner or a safety, they don't. So we're going to try curl flat corner. I know he's in a cover 4 right here, and trust me, this what you're about to see, don't try it at home. Just don't. This is actually a cover 3. We're going to go ahead and just chuck that bad boy up and see, oh my goodness, see if he can come down with it. But anyways, that's going to go ahead and take care of the game. That was actually a cover. It could have been a quarter on that side. I'm not entirely sure what that was on that side. There was deep half on one side and a quarter on the other side. But yeah, we're just going to go ahead and run this play again and again. And we're not going to be on defense at all. I'm just going to go ahead and pass lead that straight up. Try and playmaker him upfield because you can see there's a space between the defender and the back of the end zone. You could potentially have hit that. But anyways, it's going to take care of this video. GG's to the Chargers users. I don't know what our record was at this point. I think we were 6-1. I don't remember. Right there, dot to the sideline. 10 seconds left. We're going to go ahead and wrap up this video. If you guys are new to the channel and you're wanting a lot more defensive help, well, this is the channel to come for that specifically. I will say this. If you're watching the CFM games, you probably know I'm a second half player. Like, our first halves always start out ugly. And the game against the Browns, dear Lord. Yeah, that's all I'm going to say. That was the ugliest of them all right there. Oh, almost ag him. So, appreciate every single one of you guys. We'll see you in the next video.
Another their shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Here's Minshew. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.